If you're planning your first trip to Disneyland Paris, or maybe you're considering it, there are a lot of things I wish someone would have told me before I went. From how different it is from Disney World, to where to find the best foods, how to save time, and even what not to do. While it is still Disneyland, it is very different from Disney World and even Disneyland in the US. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you 13 things I wish I would have known before my first trip to Disneyland Paris. Whether you're a Disney fan or just wanna add Disneyland Paris to your European trip, these tips are gonna make a huge difference. Now let's go over the first thing, which is park size. When I first arrived, I was surprised on how compact Disneyland Paris felt, especially if you've ever been to Disney World in Florida or even Disneyland in California. The entire resort has two parks, Disneyland Park and Walt Disney Studios Park, and both are within easy walking distance from each other. At first, I thought that smaller meant less impressive, but I think it's actually the opposite. Because everything is closer together, you can actually see more without having to walk from one end to the other end of the parks. It's definitely more relaxed and more walkable. And the attention to detail, it's beautiful. It's definitely well designed. You'll notice European influences everywhere, which makes this park, in my opinion, more familiar and more unique. The second thing is to get there early. One thing I learned the hard way is that Disneyland Paris mornings move at a much slower pace than in the US. And I just don't mean the rides, I also mean security, bag checks, ticket scanning. Everything takes longer, especially during busy seasons. If the park officially opens, let's say at 9:30 a.m., you want to be there at 8:45 a.m. in the morning, or even earlier if you can. That extra time makes a huge difference because you'll be able to breeze through security. You'll be able to also grab a coffee and take a few photos in front of the castle. Wait times are shorter, the park feels more calm, and you can check off several big attractions before most people even go through the gates. If you're staying at a Disney hotel, take advantage of the extra magic time, which lets you into the park up to an hour before they even open. The third thing is to plan for both parks. A lot of first-timers don't realize that Disneyland Paris is actually made up of two different parks, and they're actually right next to each other. The main one is Disneyland Park, which is the classic fairy tale park with Sleeping Beauty's castle. Then right beside it, there's Walt Disney Studios Park, which is a bit smaller, but it's packed with newer attractions and more thrill-style experiences. Disneyland Park is the heart of the magic. This is where you'll find Peter Pan's Flight, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Big Thunder Mountain. It is absolutely beautiful, and here you can spend all day just soaking in all the details, experiencing the shows and parades. Walt Disney Studios Park, on the other hand, has a whole different vibe. It's home to Avengers Campus, where you can team up with Spider-Man or ride Flight Force. There's also Crusher's Coaster, which is a fan favorite that tends to get super long lines. So go to that one early in the day as soon as you can. If you can, plan to spend 2 full days, one in each park. That way you're not rushing between them, and you can actually enjoy the shows, the character meet and greets, and the nighttime fireworks without feeling pressed for time. The fourth thing is the easiest way to get to Disneyland Paris from Central Paris. This one is actually way easier than most people expect, and you don't need to rent a car or pay for an expensive transfer. The simplest, fastest, and most budget-friendly option is to take a Rare A train. You can catch it from several major stations in Paris. The ride usually takes between 35 to 40 minutes from Central Paris, and trains run every 15 minutes. Tickets cost around 5 to 7 euros each way per person. It also depends on where you start. You can buy them right at the station from the ticket machines or the counters. Just make sure to get a ticket that covers Zone 5. A quick tip is to try to travel before 8 a.m. These trains can get packed with commuters later in the morning. If you're flying into the Charles de Gaulle Airport, there's also a direct magical shuttle bus. That one takes about an hour and drops you off at the Disney hotels, which is super convenient if you're staying on site. The fifth thing is to buy your tickets online in advance. This one might sound really obvious, but it's one of the details that can actually make or break your Disneyland trip. Buy your tickets online ahead of time. Not only will it save you money, but it will also save you a ton of time. Ticket lines at the gates can get super long, especially in the morning. And the last thing you want to do is to spend your first hour at the parks waiting to get tickets. Disneyland Paris tickets are dated, which means that you'll need to choose the exact date. Prices also fluctuate depending on the season. It also depends on the day of the week and crowd levels. You can buy your tickets from the official Disneyland Paris website. And once you do, your tickets are directly sent to your email. and they're easy to scan at the gates from your phone. You can also choose between one park or two park tickets. If it's your first time and you only have one day, I would recommend to get the two park ticket. That way you can experience both parks. Sometimes Disney runs special online promotions. Those include discounts, dining plans, and hotel deals that you cannot get at the window. So even if you're still planning your trip, it's actually worth to check out their website before your trip. The sixth thing is to stay at a Disney hotel if you can. If your budget allows it, stay at one of the Disney hotels in Paris. Not just for the convenience, but for the extra magic that you get the moment that you wake up. All the Disney hotels are within walking distance from the parks. That means that you won't have to worry about long commutes, train rides, or finding your way back late at night after the fireworks shows. You're literally staying inside the magic. One of the biggest perks from staying at a Disney hotel is the extra magic time that you get. This allows hotel guests to enter the park before they officially open to the public. Imagine walking down Main Street when it's almost empty, grabbing castle photos with no crowds, and hopping on the big attractions before the big crowds show up. It's one of the best ways to save time and get more out of your day. Each Disney hotel also has its own unique theme and personality. And even if you don't stay at the most luxurious one, all the Disney hotels offer the same perks. The seventh thing is that breakfast in Disneyland Paris is very different. Breakfast in Disneyland Paris is nothing like you're used to in the US. If you're expecting Mickey waffles, pancakes, and overall a big breakfast, you might be a little surprised. In true European fashion, breakfasts here are more light and simple. Things like croissants, baguettes, jam, yogurt, fruit, and coffee. Most Disney hotels offer a continental-style buffet, but honestly, it feels more like a Parisian cafe. That said, if you're someone who needs a hearty breakfast to get the day started, you might want to plan ahead. You can grab something later in the park. There are places like Market House Delight or Cable Car Bake Shop. You will find these places on Main Street, and they serve things like sandwiches and pastries during mid-morning. Or you can pack a quick snack or protein bar to hold you over until lunchtime. The eighth thing is to download the Disneyland Paris app. This is a must-do. This app is literally like having a tour guide. The app does it all. Check real-time wait times, see show schedules, locate characters, book dining reservations. It can also be a lifesaver if you have little ones or have a limited time. You can map out exactly where to go, what rides to do first. Sometimes Disneyland Paris sends notifications about ride closures and things like that. Trust me, having this app will make your day feel more organized and way less stressful. The ninth thing is that the Genie Plus does not exist. If you're coming from Disney World in Florida, here's a big difference to note. Instead, they have something called Premier Access, which is kind of the same, but it works a little bit different. Instead of having one pass for multiple rides, you pay per ride or buy a daily bundle. Popular rides like Ratatouille, The Adventure, Crush's Coaster, or Big Thunder Mountain all offer Premier Access, and it can save you a lot of time, especially on busy days. You can purchase it directly on the Disneyland Paris app. Another thing is that timing matters. Some rides sell out of Premier Access slots quickly, so it's best to grab them as soon as the park opens. Even with Premier Access, it's still helpful to arrive early. That way you can ride a few attractions before using it. The 10th thing is to make dining reservations early. One of the biggest mistakes first-timers make at Disneyland Paris is not booking dining reservations in advance. Unlike some Disney parks in the US, dining reservations in Disneyland Paris book up really fast, especially the popular ones like Remy, Captain Jack's Restaurant, and character dining experiences. If you wait until the day you visit the parks, you might find out that everything is booked. Reservations open 2 months in advance, and you can make them directly on the Disneyland app, which I think is super convenient. Even for quick service dining, knowing where you're eating will save you a lot of time. The 11th thing is that weather can be very unpredictable. You can have a sunny morning, a cloudy afternoon, and a sudden shower before dinner, sometimes all in one day. Unlike Florida or California, Paris has a more temperate climate, so it can get chilly, rainy, or windy depending on the season. Even if the sun is shining right when you leave your hotel, it's smart to be prepared. Bring a light rain jacket, a small foldable umbrella, and some layers that you can easily put on or remove during the day. The 12th thing is to stay for the night fireworks shows. This is one of the absolute highlights of Disneyland Paris. The show combines fireworks, projections on the Sleeping Beauty's castle, lasers, and even music. A few tips to get the best experience is to find a spot early, at least 30 to 45 minutes before showtime, ideally in front of the castle or right on Main Street. Bring a light jacket or blanket because it will be chilly. Trust me, it'll be the perfect way to end your day. Thing number 13 is that snacks are limited. They're not as abundant or as Mickey shaped as you hope it would be. If you're traveling with kids or if you're someone who likes to have something on hand between meals, it would be a good idea to bring your own snacks and water bottles. Small items like a protein bar, granola bar, candy, or fruit snacks. Just make sure that they fit in your bag and they comply with the park security rules. Having snacks with you also helps you on busy days. It will keep everyone energized and avoid those hangry moments. Disneyland Paris has water fountains throughout the parks where you can refill your bottles for free. Bringing your own snacks might seem like a small thing, but it will save you time, money, and a lot of times stress. I hope these tips help you make the most out of your trip to Disneyland Paris. And if you've got a long flight ahead, I made a video that goes over all the essentials you need for your next long-haul flight. These items can make your flight feel shorter than it actually is. That way you're more comfortable and stress-free. I'm gonna leave it on the screen so you can watch it next.